video for the first time. So
So
I think I have them queued up the right way.
my mom, she's gonna be pissed.
Hold on, I accidentally started it again. Let me close that off. So thanks for tuning in. You have found the cast at Glocker. We are live.
We're not hard
on
to
the
find.
air.
We're in the same spot every time, right? I mean, like, basically.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I also will say this, that there's a new logo, and I'm going to put that up on the screen here momentarily.
It
But
deserves to be put up on the screen.
while we're getting ready and we're doing this new technology and everything else, please let us know that you're out there. We do monitor the chat function. So put your comments up into the chat, say hello, let us know that you can or can't hear us.
Yeah, and let me know if my mic's a little loud, because I think I was a little loud last time.
Were you?
Yeah. I don't like booming over everybody else.
I know that I'm ugly, so there's nothing I can do about it. So leave those comments to yourself, but other constructive criticism, please put into the chat.
Oh man.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find this new logo for the cast at Glocker. I know that I have it because Jen Seville, our producer, sent it to me, so that I know that I have it. You sent me something too, right?
I did.
Let me download.
I sent you
that.
last minute, so if you don't get it up today, it's fine.
Right.
Yeah, so our new logo, it kind of, so what we had, the problem that we've been having is that people think, because we're a podcast, that you can't see us anywhere. They think podcast equals radio, which is somewhat true, and not at the same time.
Correct.
So what we try to do is make our logo kind of show that we are a video program, a live video program. And I think we succeeded well in doing that. And when I say we, I mean Jen, our producer.
Right. And I'm trying to download this thing and it keeps saying download complete. But then when I go over into I know why I'm not doing it the right way.
Yeah, you'll work it out.
I found it. I just found it.
Awesome.
And I loaded it. And now I'm going to put it up on the screen. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, to the Cast at Glocker. Tune in to Facebook and YouTube for live stream video interviews.
Yep, which says it all right there.
Should.
But yeah.
Wednesday at 6, hosts Jeff Frederick and Matt Green interview Boyertown area businesses and discuss community events.
And I think that is it in a nutshell, right?
Right. I'm going to move your mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so on this episode, I would also add nonprofits and organizations.
I know, but it just gets too wordy.
Too much.
Yeah. So, but
if
for
you
sure,
are a member of a nonprofit or an organization, please reach out to us. We'll put you on the show.
Anybody involved in the community in any way can be on the show.
Contributors to society.
Anybody. And I would, you know what? We don't have a lot of. We've only had one time. We've had a musician one time. No, we had two musicians on.
We had Kimmy from
Fujade. And
who was
Kim
the
Paul.
other musician?
Randy.
Randy Morell from the Balloon Knots.
Yeah. Yep.
Right on.
So I would like to see more musicians on here.
Do you let them play?
If they wanted to.
Yeah, Kim sang.
Yeah.
Did
We
you
were
ever
having
see?
sound
I didn't
issues
see that one.
night.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a big fan. I've said
It's actually a tough video to watch, unfortunately, because she has a beautiful voice and everything. But the whole video, the sound was a little messed up.
Yeah,
and
we
I
were
don't
having
remember
sound
why.
problems.
I guess you'll have to have her back.
We will. We definitely need to have her
Because
back.
we have all the sound problems corrected.
Yep. Yeah. No, our show has been pretty good lately. I'm gonna knock on wood too.
Yeah.
but with issues and stuff like that. I think we.
So,
yeah.
do we introduce our guest? in
We
the
we
middle of
not
all
know.
this
We're
stuff?
just talking about ourselves right now.
That's okay. I had a whole introduction already, right?
You
You did, yeah, it's true.
But now
true.
there's more people tuned in, so we're gonna have to start back up at the beginning. I'm Matt Green. This is Jeff Frederick, and tonight our guest is,
Adriene. Hi, I'm from Stellar House Gift Shop.
Stellar House Gift Shop.
which is located at 232 East Philadelphia Avenue in the lovely borough of Boyertown.
One of the newest businesses in Boyertown.
Yeah.
I don't think the newest, but one of them.
Yeah, we opened in October.
Yeah, that's pretty new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us about Stellar House Gift Shop. What do you got going on down there?
What do I got? So what I started it as is a grab and go gift shop. So you come in, you're driving by, and you come in and you grab a card and you grab a candle, or you grab, just something small because you're on the way to a birthday party or anniversary, or you're going to work and it's your coworker's birthday or whatever. Granted, I'm not open through the week right now, but someday soon.
Someday.
Yeah. So it's something. It started out to be something quick and whatever. It's now. I want people to come in as almost like a safe space. You can laugh. You can just. I want people to be happy because it's been a crappy past 2 years. So like everything in the store is funny and colorful, and I would describe the inside as a rainbow. There's just like so much stuff, and it's like 24 by 15 square feet. It's not big.
So you won't get lost in it.
No, not at all. And I'll be right there in your face. So yeah, we're just a gift shop, and in the
Not just a gift shop. There's
well, true. We're not just a gift shop, but we will have in the spring, summer, and fall. We'll have fresh cut flowers to go with your cards and your gifts, and they're all from the backyard. The building is my home, so I live there, and the front of it was my living room and is now a gift shop for the people of Boyertown.
So, okay, so you say the grab and go gift shop is what your original
Yes.
concept of it was.
Yes.
So you're thinking, like you said, you just need something to like, oh my God, I forgot a gift for Uncle John.
Yeah.
I got to stop in and
Well,
get something.
I'm gonna be honest. We don't have a lot of stuff for guys.
Okay.
I'm terrible
for
buyer. For
Aunt
yes,
Joan.
your mom.
Yeah.
Your mom.
Your
We have lots
mom.
of stuff for your mom. I have car air fresheners that say "cool mom" on them. So like we have stuff for your mom.
Yeah. My mom is a cool mom. So you can run in there and you can find something interesting. And so what I gather from what you're just saying right there is that it's expanded into more interesting stuff, right?
Yes,
Like,
I brought stuff.
oh,
I
we have
brought
show and
stuff.
tell, Matt.
I brought stuff.
Awesome.
I
Yeah.
put it in this bag.
I'm working on
emotional baggage.
captions.
JK.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't know what to bring, so I brought a lot of stuff. Also, it's Valentine's Day.
It is coming.
So if you guys
Don't
need to
forget.
get cards, I have cards here.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I have a thing for Guy Fieri.
well, if my wife
so.
is watching, I'm sorry if you see one of these cards on Valentine's Day.
you had me in health insurance. Things like that.
Super important in this day and age.
Dozen Roses candle. It's Betty White as Rose.
Nice. A dozen roses. I like that. See, I'll put that up.
You like Guy Fieri? Like
I
you like his
do.
show and
I
everything?
do.
Okay.
Diners, Drive-ins, and
Friday
Dives is
night.
great.
I
Yes.
have seen that show.
Yeah.
He's
I have
awesome.
seen it.
Great show. I don't even like food cooking. I don't like cooking,
Oh, really?
and I don't really like food shows. But that
Grocery Games is good too.
That
the
hurts
Triple
my
D,
heart,
I
Jeff.
like watching.
Yeah,
I
every
so
Friday
much.
night we watch it.
That hurts my heart.
We also do.
Sorry, I like food.
I know.
I like eating it.
I love cooking.
You can cook me anytime,
like
food
all
anytime
of
you
it.
want.
I'm with you. I like cooking. No, I'm into birthdays and weird birthday stuff. So these are for wine bottles and beer bottles, and they hold
Okay.
a birthday candle. And this is for beer cans.
I like
In
that.
case somebody doesn't like cake, so you just put the candle on top of your
Beverage.
beverage.
Yeah.
What else? We have F-bombs.
So that could be on wine too, probably.
The what?
That could
Yeah,
be on
this
wine
goes
too.
a wine bottle too.
Yeah,
Yeah. We have F-bombs for anybody who
Wow.
likes bath bombs. You just drop an F-bomb.
yeah. I'm getting that from my daughter. She
Nice.
likes
When
to
I was
take
go-
baths.
When I was going through, I was
She's
like,
9 years old. She'll like an F-bomb, right?
Yeah, sure.
yeah, totally. My 8-year-old actually really likes it. She Because I'm from Philly, we have gritty candles because
Gritty.
Gritty's
the best,
awesome.
Gritty's the
right?
#1 mascot.
He's amazing. He
Um,
does amazing things.
Professional
And he's an
sports.
anti-fascist.
What's that?
He doesn't like fascists.
amazing.
Do a little YouTube research.
Okay.
Gritty is anti-fascist. That's
Okay.
all I'm saying.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Yeah. Who likes fascists?
Right.
Nazis are fascists.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No one likes Nazis.
Right.
Have you ever seen his belly button though? Like
No,
that's my
I have
favorite thing
not.
about Gritty. is
That's
his
why
belly
he's
button.
Saint Gritty.
Yeah,
Saint Gritty.
Saint Gritty. He's
Saint
amazing.
Gritty wouldn't like fascists.
But we have like a whole line of celebrity candles. I have a Guy Fieri one too, but
You say you don't have guy stuff, but
I
Somebody's
know. Well, I
saying
brought
that,
this. I have beer.
somebody
soap.
is saying that candle thing is clever.
It
What's
is
the
clever.
candle? What are you referring
so the
to?
Beer soap.
the beer soap here is spicy, herbal, grassy. Get it, grassy.
It smells
Yeah.
pretty good.
Herbal grassy?
I mean,
like
it's
herb?
hoppy IPA. Is it really made from beer?
I don't.
Smell
I
it.
don't know.
Give
I'll
it
be
a whiff.
honest, I don't know.
Give it a whiff. Does it smell like
Oh,
hops?
so you can open it up.
It
No.
smells like soap.
It is kind of flowery.
Yeah,
I mean, hops is a plant.
It is.
it is.
We have these fun keychains, the novelty keychains that look like the old hotel keychains,
Yeah.
and then the old, like this is from when I was little, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's
You gotta keep your
National-
change in there.
Yes, it's National Pizza Day. I don't.
That's
know
what
if
the
you knew
old people. They open up and they take their change at
That's
one
right.
penny at a time
that.
at the
Mhm.
grocery
So,
counter.
We have those. We have come and knock on our door. God bless my shitty price overpriced apartment. Keychains.
Apartments are getting overpriced, man.
They are.
Everything's
I'm so glad I own a
overpriced.
home.
They are, but I'm saying, and we'll get into this a little bit later. Like I've seen apartments going up for like $1,500 a month.
And they're tiny.
Yeah.
It's like you're living in Philly.
If you can afford a $1,500 a month apartment, do you know what that would equal to in a mortgage? That's about a $300,000 house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
It's
right?
crazy.
I mean,
That's why
if,
we bought a
there's
house.
any way, I'm not going to try. I'm not going to go off on this housing rant
little
right
bit.
now. But if there's any way you can afford to buy a house instead of rent, you should do it because
Absolutely.
it's an investment is buying. And,
Correct.
And renting is just throwing away money.
Yeah.
You're paying
And
your
I'm not saying it 'cause I'm a
landlords.
realtor.
You're investing in your landlord's investment.
Exactly.
Oh my
Right?
gosh, yes.
Exactly.
Um,
What's the candles thing? What's that thing?
okay, so this is magic fire sticks. They turn your fires rainbow,
See, man, that's cool stuff.
right? Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
They were popular. at
That's
Christmas.
guy stuff too. It's fire. I mean, anything to do with fire.
I have a question. When are your birthdays?
January 11th.
When is your
March 2nd.
Wait, are you?
It's the first time I've ever actually claimed that
Damn it! I was
on
off.
social media.
Why?
I don't know. I lie about my birthday on social
Do
media.
you really?
I've changed it so many times that Facebook
Well, now
won't let
we
me
know.
change it.
I was hoping I grabbed your pencils. These are astrology pencils, so you can come find your birthday, and then they say things about you. And then what else? I brought this is our most popular mug. It's shit show, because it's a shit show. And then
Because why?
Because everything's a shit show.
Okay, I just wanted to hear your
Because
explanation.
this is
Yeah.
a shit show.
So these are all examples for people who are just tuning in. These are all examples of the
Wallet.
gifts that you can find at Stellar House Gifts at 232 East Philadelphia Avenue, Boyertown, Pennsylvania, 19512. I'm also going to put up the website in case you want to shoot over and look at the website. There's more information on there. And we are talking with Adriene, the lovely proprietor of Stella House Gift Shop.
You have such a lovely voice.
Thank you.
He does.
I
Yeah. See?
get a lot of practice.
It's like it's very calming.
Do you?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, I like
Very
that.
NPR-ish.
It's
I
very
am
NPR.
I am very envious of their sound quality.
Really?
Yes, their sound aesthetic has got to be some of the best. I mean, just listen to Fresh Air.
I was
or
going
one
to
of
say
the-
you're going to have to take over
Oh
for them.
my god, I would love to. Just to,
Someday.
yeah, someday.
You'll get there.
You'll get
I've
there.
seen the microphones that they have in order to achieve that, and we've got a serious.
We gotta
investment.
upgrade.
Yeah.
Glocker, come on. So the one thing we
Oh, so you're gonna
we
put that
were
in your hair?
whispering. Yes, I am.
All your
that
hair.
would be amazing. We're whispering about every. So this is, and I haven't been able to find where you hide. You
You
said
haven't found the zipper yet?
no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I found it. I found
Okay.
it. Oh, it's part of the tag. So this is a scrunchie with a zipper in it. So you can put
scrunchie,
money in it.
If it's a credit card, if it's keys.
Money.
Yeah, so you can, put it up.
Nice.
Carry it
Yeah.
around. Yeah. I like weird stuff. Just
That's good.
weird, funny stuff.
Weird's good. That makes it. It's more interesting to go into a store.
But
When you go to a
I have
store,
normal stuff too.
Oh. Well, you don't have to tell them that. But I think it's way more interesting to go to a store that has like interesting stuff.
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't want people to go somewhere. Like I don't want stuff that you can go to Target. Like,
Oh,
I
God,
have
no.
to go buy a birthday present. I'm gonna go to Target real quick. I want it to be thoughtful. I like thoughtful gifts, something fun. That's kind of what I buy.
And more one of a kind type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, unique was the word that was popping into my mind. Plus, it makes people's browsing experience more enjoyable.
Oh, it
Yeah.
totally does.
because there's more to see.
I know
Yes.
people will be laughing.
You will
and-
always laugh when you're in the store. Like it never fails. People will always laugh, and I love it.
Nice.
Yeah,
So
and
what-
Adriene's a relaxing person too, so it's not like you'll feel uncomfortable walking into the store because
Yeah.
you're talking about how it's a small store, and
Oh,
some
it's so
people
tiny.
feel
No,
weird about
she's
that.
not a
but-
high pressure person.
No,
We've been
no.
having a very lovely conversation.
I tend
Yeah,
to
since she
undersell myself
arrived.
in the store anyway. So.
Yeah.
I don't think people like high pressure.
No,
It's
It's for the birds.
creepy.
it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let people relax, have a good time, get to know you.
I agree.
So what brought you here to Boyertown? Like, why are you here?
That's a good question.
Why are you?
That is
here?
a good question. Well, I'm from York, Pennsylvania,
Okay.
and I moved to Philadelphia to go to college. No, it's 20 years ago.
Okay.
Long time ago. But I lived there for 17 years. My husband's company, which is called Magpie, or former company Magpie, he built furniture, and it was like furniture rental company.
Okay.
They moved here to Boyertown, so they are off of 73. They bought a large property. They wanted to get out of the city. They, like my husband and I, we aren't city people. We just happened to land there.
I think I have a
Right.
friend that works for Magpie or worked for, or is it still around?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're there.
I think I think I have a friend that works for
Yeah,
Magpie.
so they're so, I mean, the pandemic, there was no work, which is how my husband no longer works there because they just didn't have any work. So now he does home renovations. So now they are down there, and Maggie, the owner, they're lovely people. But they had us live with them until we found a house here. They were like, "Hey, we're moving here. Do you want to come with us?" And we're like,
Nice.
"Sure, we'll sell our house. Let's go to Boyertown."
Yeah.
But we have a daughter, and she was about to start school in Philadelphia, and we just didn't want her to start school in Philadelphia. So it was the best time to move here. It was really for her schooling and whatever. We didn't know what we wanted to do.
Do you still have family in York?
Oh yeah.
So you're kind of like halfway between too.
Yeah. I
York
usually
isn't
don't-
a bad ride from Boyertown.
It's only like an
About
hour
and a half.
20 minutes. Yeah. It's not terrible.
No.
Yeah.
One of my best friends lives out in York.
Oh,
I
really?
spent a lot of time out there.
Yeah,
Actually.
it's nice. And it's funny because people come here, they're like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Well, we moved here from Philadelphia." They're like, "Oh, this must be different." I'm like, "Actually, no, it's not. It's pretty similar."
Yeah, very similar. Because I'm going to tell you a story if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
I went to York this is years ago. This is many years ago. But I went to York for a beer festival.
Okay.
And we stayed in this hotel. And the hotel had a bar, I think, attached to it,
Mhm.
like in the bottom of it. And after our beer festival, we went to this bar, and I've never seen so many mullets in my life. And this is way past the mullet era. This is not like there was no such thing as mullets at this
That
point.
is accurate.
But there was tons of mullets in this bar,
Right.
and we couldn't get over it. We were
Yeah.
like,
it's still that way.
Yeah. No, I would say that the
They're coming
Midwest,
back, though.
the
They are
Midwest
coming back
starts in
weirdly.
Harrisburg. So the closer you get to Harrisburg, the closer you are actually to the Midwest.
right.
Pennsylvania. I mean,
Right.
That's
Yeah,
That's
for
what I'm
sure,
saying.
for sure.
I think the real
And this isn't far from
actual
Pennsylvania either.
Midwest starts in Harrisburg.
I haven't spent enough time in Harrisburg. You'll find me in Lancaster or York, but never Harrisburg.
But then the other thing too that I wanted to get to, because this is an organization that you were affiliated with,
Mhm.
we here at Glocker are affiliated with, and we try to work with and support as close as possible. So
Mhm.
tell us a little bit about your work with Build a Better Boyertown.
So
Just
I was
briefly.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was social media coordinator for them for almost 2 years. I started a month before the pandemic started.
Okay.
So this is like the first job that you took once you
Yeah, so
moved here?
So prior to all of this, I was a floral and event designer, and not
Okay.
just like I
Okay.
put flowers on your table for a wedding. Like I was on ladders in warehouses making trees in the ceiling and stuff.
Oh, really?
Okay.
So I was pregnant with my son, and about a month before I was due, I was approached to be a social media coordinator because of Maggie from Magpie, and her husband is on the board, and they
Yeah.
were looking for somebody for the travel and tourism aspect that they had. So that was my job, to bring people to town. Well, then a month into it, the pandemic hit, and it was, we no longer have travel and tourism, but we still need to do social media and support our businesses. So my role kind of changed there and became there was a lot, because it was just at the time just Jillian and I in the office. So
Yeah.
it was just a lot of stuff to do.
Right.
Really wanted to bring people to Boyertown, which is how I ended up opening a business here, because there's a committee called the Economic Vitality Committee,
Mhm.
and it's all about bringing businesses to town. And it's tough to do that, especially to Boyertown. We're such a small town.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of, I'm one of those people that like, I got to do it myself if no one else is going to do it. So
Right.
zoning on Philadelphia Avenue is like zoned commercial, no matter what it is, up until Mama Maria's.
Okay.
So that's how we opened a store. But working for Building a Better Boyertown was kind of what kickstarted opening a business.
So
But
that was kind of the gateway.
Yeah.
It planted the seed, or at least gave you the roadmap of what needed to be done in order to
Yes.
open the business. Right?
Yes, no, absolutely. Jillian had so much information, and the grant writers there have a lot of information to give,
Right.
and who to point you to. And
I was saying before the show, a lot of people in Boyertown don't understand the resource that they have in the Build a Better Boyertown.
oh, for sure.
That Main Street program
Yeah.
is it's a state designated program. There's only a handful of communities in the state of Pennsylvania that have a Main Street program that are also Keystone designated.
Yep.
That's a special designation. And there's only a handful of communities in the entire state of Pennsylvania that have that program. It automatically puts Boyertown at the top of the list when they go for grant funding for
And that's huge.
commercial
It's huge.
and
It's
economic
so
development.
huge.
It's enormous. So think of all the towns, townships, boroughs, villages in Pennsylvania that could potentially be applying for grant funding. Boyertown, because of that Keystone designation, gets bumped all the way up
Yeah.
to the top of the list.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Literally puts them in access to millions and millions and millions of dollars
Yeah.
on an annual basis.
Yeah, and what's great is they are grant funded. I mean, so many grants, like grants paid, for my
For
job,
your job.
which ultimately brought people to Boyertown, brought businesses to Boyertown, just because
Helped you start your
helped
business.
me start mine, just because of
Right.
that.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's
great.
unbelievable.
Yeah, and I you bring up a good point that people of the area don't really know what Building a Better Boyertown does for
Right,
them.
Right.
They should actually, no matter if you have a business or not, you should just step in sometime. Their doors are open
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
from
yeah.
1 to 5. I mean,
Yeah,
not
they
1
do
to
have
5,
that.
9 to 5, 9 to 5 every
Yeah.
day. And if you're too afraid to do it then during the events, they always have
Yeah.
stuff going on in there
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Talk to somebody in there, because I think it's important that you know what they're doing also, but see what they there might be something they could do for you.
Yeah.
Oh no, they have
Good.
travel brochures
Yeah,
Totally.
all sorts
and
of
driving
But
tours.
even if they
Yeah.
don't
all
have
kinds of
what
cool stuff.
you need, they can definitely point
Put
you in the direction.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's almost, that office almost serves like a tourist bureau.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
no, that's totally what
Right.
what it does.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good point, Matt.
We got our plugs in for Build a Better
I was
Boyertown.
gonna say, but now I do social media for the Historical Society.
Another great resource.
Oh my gosh! So they're only open minimal times because they're going under renovations.
Okay.
The stuff in there,
Yeah, it's
they have
is
really
incredible.
cool stuff.
mind blowing.
I'm so sad that I don't know York history, and it's not as small a town as this,
No.
but
Well, actually, York's bigger, much
it's
bigger.
much
It's a
bigger.
city.
My
Yeah.
dad lives outside of it in a town called Mount Wolf, which is probably the same as this.
Okay.
They have like one stoplight there.
Gotcha.
But I'm sad that I never learned the history of the town. Like I know the basics, but like the history in Boyertown is incredible.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of history.
And I know that people that are born and raised in Boyertown who have family from generations they hold on to it, and I think
Sure.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And it makes me very excited to go in and just dig
Yeah.
and see what they have.
Right.
Like, and I can't wait to like share everything. As soon as my event's over this weekend, I'll be in there more often sharing things. But like, it's awesome. It's awesome in there.
No, I'm a member of the Pottstown Historical Society, and some of the stuff that they have in there, it's incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Like some of the
And they
things
both cross over.
they
Oh,
do,
for sure.
sure.
Pottstown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's huge connections throughout
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
But my point is, some of the things in their collection is stuff that you would expect to see in a museum
Mhm.
or in an art gallery and
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
And they have it in your little local
Yeah.
historical society.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You mentioned your upcoming special event.
Yes.
So let's chew into that a little bit
Sure.
and let people know what's going on.
All right. So I'm doing an event this weekend. I didn't know what to do for Valentine's Day, being at my first Valentine's Day open as a shop. And
And the shop's name is Stellar House Gift Shop.
Gift Shop. Yes. I watch Schitt's Creek a lot, the show. And I basically planned an entire weekend around the show. Friday, BMBA, who is another one of our nonprofits, is having their Sweetheart Stroll, which is reminiscent of their wine walks, but there are, I want to say, 18 participating businesses.
They say over 18.
So, so half chocolate, half wine. We will be serving wine, and on the show, one of the characters comedically promotes a terrible wine. So I'm going to be serving that wine. I'm basically
that real
so it's
wine.
a fruit wine is what it is. It's a terrible wine. I'm just gonna go buy some fruit wine and slap a label on it.
Oh, okay.
But it's the novelty of it.
Oh, it's called terrible wine on the show?
No.
No, she's saying it's just not
just terrible
good
wine.
stuff.
It's just not good wine.
It's
So
probably
you're-
Boone's Farm or
people
Mad
that-
Dog
Oh my
or
god, I
something.
should get Boone's Farm. I have a drink that sounds.
Listen, I'll give you a recommendation if you really want to get a good local wine, that's
Yeah.
fruit wine, if you have the time.
Yeah.
There's a local a local winery called Long Trout. It's up
Where?
above Hamburg. They
That's
have
too
awesome
far.
fruit wine. What about Manatawny? Manatawny Vineyards has really good
I have to
fruit
see
wine,
who is serving what, because
I
everybody
gotcha.
has to
Right.
serve something different.
I got you.
So
But you're going to do a fruit wine.
I'm going to do a fruit wine. I'm going to have episodes that episode of her doing that is going to be on repeat in the store playing. I have my outfit that looks like hers. I'm like, so then Saturday is in the show. There is the son opens up a store in this little tiny town because the town is called Schitt's Creek. Like that's the name of it. So he opens up a store called the Rose Apothecary, and it's just like a general store. It's like really cute. I have turned my rainbow store into the Rose Apothecary, which is very black and white and tan and neutral. So today I was hanging wallpaper, peel and stick wallpaper in the back of my store. I have other furniture coming in. I have product from their store that's labeled Rose Apothecary.
You're into it.
I'm into it.
People better come.
God, I hope so.
I'm sure they will.
I tend to go overboard with things.
That's good.
My
That's a
daughter's
good-
third birthday, I was Frozen themed. I cleared out the entire house and brought in new stuff, and I put, ice and whatever. I love throwing parties, hence the wedding and event thing.
Yeah.
So I have the Rose Apothecary in my home now. And so that will be the day that I sell all the merchandise. I have a lot of novelty stuff too, coming in, coloring books, color pencils, mugs, things like that are kitschy and funny, and celebrity candles with the characters' faces on it. And then Sunday, because that is Galentine's Day, it's February 13th.
It's Galentine's Day?
Are you familiar with Galentine's Day?
I don't. Do you know
Oh
what
my
it is,
gosh.
Matt?
No.
Galentine's
I
Day.
just thought maybe the wine was getting on her a little bit.
No.
Said it funny.
Yeah, I didn't know.
No, Galentine's Day is the day before Valentine's Day. You're supposed to celebrate with your lady friends.
We've made
okay.
this now 2 days.
I think I have heard of that.
Yeah. So we have in the show they drink Zampane because It's not champagne, but it starts with a Z.
Right.
So we'll be serving champagne in some flutes if you want to come shopping for Valentine's Day. We'll have more episodes of the show playing throughout the day. But yeah, I'm sure my husband's really excited what I did. But yeah, I've turned the house into a set of a show.
Wow, really cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
Nice.
So if you want to find out more about Stella House Gift Shop, go to their webpage. I put the link to their webpage up. I'll also search it up on the interwebs and put it up in the comments so that you could click on it. There's nothing stopping you from listening to the show while you're browsing on their webpage.
That's right.
Nothing stopping. Open up a new tab and browse away.
Yep.
All right, let me get that done.
But also this weekend, during the entire event on Saturday, Building a Better Boyertown is having Berry Loved.
Right.
So there's stuff going all over town as well. So I'm hoping that, people can also enjoy that as well.
And we'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
In a little bit.
Rumor has it that the Los Gios truck is there.
True.
And
true rumor.
He'll be in the Rita's parking lot diagonal from me.
He will be in, yes, the Rita's, yeah.
Yep.
So
What's
so
going
that's
on?
a good point that you're bringing up, though, that you are located basically catty corner from
So the
Rita's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
in
next
Boyertown.
to the Luciana's Kitchen and Bath, which has been a staple on Philadelphia Avenue, I think.
For as long as I can remember.
Yeah. And diagonal from Rita's, which was a selling point of the house for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, traffic's kind of heavy, so it's hard to get there.
It was funny because when Rita's opened, I believe when we were still living there, which seems like a long time ago. But
Jeff, that was a long
That
time.
was a
saying
long
it was
time
a
ago.
long time ago.
Yeah.
How old are your kids?
11
How old's your
and
oldest kid?
9, 11.
And it was before you had kids. So
Yeah,
it had
yeah.
to be more than
15
11
years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Something like that.
I remember that
But
apartment.
we thought we were going to eat Rita's all the time, but we didn't. We ate it sometimes.
Yeah, we don't eat as much as I thought we would.
Yeah.
It's just, seriously, it's hard to get across the street. It's like not worth your life.
And then you look out the window and you see a big line on a
Yeah.
hot summer's day, and you're like,
Although it's also very
air
convenient. You're
conditioning's
like,
going
is
on.
it busy?
Right.
It's not busy.
Right.
We
When
can
it's not
go.
busy, yeah, that's a
You run over there.
good time to run over for sure. But man, they are busy in the summertime.
They are.
Which you should have like a blinkety blink sign
I
going on.
should. I
Bringing
should have
those
a bench
people over
and a
from
trash
Rita's.
can and say, eat your stuff here.
Yeah. While they're waiting, they can browse.
That's right. Yeah. Man, we come up with all sorts of ideas.
Dude,
here.
we'll help you.
Yeah.
If you want to experience some Boyertown, just tune into the Cast at Glocker on
And who
Wednesday
doesn't want to
nights.
experience some
Right.
Boyertown, right?
On a lot of Wednesday nights at
Yeah.
6-ish.
Yes. Hey,
Six-ish.
our new logo, we changed the wording of every Wednesday
To just Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
See, and you just last weekend you mentioned that, and look how
Oh, we
Change
wished
things
it
like
right
that.
into existence.
right.
We're manifestors here. We manifest our destiny here at Glocker Realty and Insurance.
Absolutely. So Matt, I think we're about halfway through the show.
We are. And usually about halfway through the show, when we're doing a home game, we have a little segment called Ask the Realtor. So let's get into Ask the Realtor. I even have an overlay
Do it.
for Ask a Realtor.
Absolutely do it.
Now, when you see that Ask a Realtor symbol or post on Facebook, you should ask a real estate related question. All questions are answered. The question that we answer on air wins a $10 gift certificate to Wawa.
Which
I'm holding
Dude.
right here. This is
Yeah.
real. All you have to do is ask a real estate related question.
right. So so let's get into it. Let's get into Ask a Realtor. I do want to say, Adriene, you can chime in anytime during the rest of the show.
Okay.
Well, you have bought and sold
Twice.
twice. So you're kind
You
of an
know.
expert at this
I could
point.
be
in
a
time.
realtor.
Easy.
Yeah.
So easy.
So easy.
I watch HGTV.
Oh my God.
What do they do?
It could be so
They
Just go-
unlock the door for
They
you.
just go on a couple of showings.
Yeah.
That's all you
Amazing.
do.
Yeah.
You go on 3 showings, you pick a house, and then you're done.
Every
done.
time. It's just 3. That's just it.
That's all
3
there
is
is.
the magic.
That's all there is
Obviously,
to
the
it.
magic number.
You show up at settlement and collect your check.
Your offer's always accepted, whatever you do.
Always.
Always.
Right off the bat.
Why is-
There's never any holdups,
No.
never any legal problems.
No.
They said
No.
we were hoping we would get it for 220,000, and guess what?
They did.
They did.
I like the jobs that these people have. Like
Uh,
Teresa is a crystal healer, right? And Joe sands surfboards down by the seashore. Their budget is $1.2
Oh,
million.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally unrealistic. Totally.
Anyway, so Ask a Realtor. What do we got up on Ask a Realtor?
So we had some good questions, but the one that I think we chose, and none of them I think that we chose that we did choose was Lindsay Washington's question.
Okay.
She asked, "What is the best advice for a young adult when buying a house, or to buy a house?"
Yeah.
And I, I think we were discussing this a little bit beforehand,
Yeah.
and I think the short answer is
3 things.
3 things. We came up with 3 things, right?
Yep.
First, save money.
Save your money.
Yep. You have to have some kind of down payment.
Absolutely.
There are some loans that you don't need a down payment. You still need a loan.
You still need money.
some kind of
Even
money.
even 100% financing loan
Right.
is going to require you to come to the table with some,
money.
money.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, you're buying a house.
Right.
You're going to want a new TV.
You're gonna
gonna
need
want a new
money.
couch.
You don't want to buy a new house without any money saved.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have to have a savings account.
Mhm.
Your lender is going to want to see that you have a savings account. So open a savings
And you didn't
account.
open it yesterday. That you
Right.
had it for a
Had
little
it
bit of
for a little
time.
while. And you're regularly making
And I would say, and
deposits.
put
into-
some stuff in it.
put
Yeah.
some stuff into it from time to time. So yeah, number 1 is
That's
save
number
money.
1.
Right.
Number 2,
Fix your credit.
right. Make sure your credit is to par.
Correct.
Yeah.
And don't think that Credit Karma is going to help. It can help you. Credit Karma can help you. But what you really need to know is your FICO score.
Yeah, because the
FICO.
because the Credit Karma is not accurate. It's not what the what the lenders look at for your credit score.
Right.
It's FICO.
FICO.
2 different numbers. They are
Correct.
completely different.
They are completely
They
different.
get them in 2 different ways.
Yeah.
So
And what you want to do in order to monitor your FICO credit score is go to any single one of the credit reporting agencies. There's 3: TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax.
yeah,
You can go to any 3 and request a free copy of your credit report. You can get that once a year.
Yep.
Once you get that free copy of your credit report, look at it, see what's on there. If you have some delinquent accounts, that old phone bill from college that you never wanted to pay it.
Yeah.
Or clear it up.
There are, I mean, I know in my younger years that I did exactly that.
Yeah.
And there was actually something wrong on my credit report.
There's
And that happens a lot. And people don't know it because they don't know what's on their credit report. And I got that fixed, and it made
brought
a
your
difference.
score up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So number 1, save money. Number 2, fix your credit, repair your credit, monitor your credit.
And number
Make
3,
Number 3,
get a
good.
good
Good.
a good lender and get
Qual-
pre-qualified.
Get pre-qualified. Once you've saved some money,
Local lender.
local.
Yeah.
Right.
Why local?
And it doesn't have
Here's
to
why.
be. It doesn't have to be your next door neighbor.
Right.
It can be within the tri-state area. Even. Well, no, in Pennsylvania. you
I
wanna
would
stick
try
the
to stick
state
with a Pennsylvania
state.
lender.
because all laws are different.
Yeah.
State to state. A nationwide company, you might get someone in California and their laws, they have no idea what Pennsylvania laws are.
Yeah.
And it really, really can cause trouble in the buying process.
Yeah.
And you could think you're skating along just fine.
Yeah.
And then
Something hits.
Yeah.
I had that problem with a buyer of mine who decided to use a lender out of Oregon. And there were some differences in the law between Oregon and Pennsylvania, and it caused us a big delay.
Oh.
So she did not get to the closing table on time. And
that could actually create a huge problem where the
it
deal
could kill the
completely
deal.
falls apart. Yeah.
The seller could say, we're not extending the contract in
Right.
order to accommodate you.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're going to go somebody else.
Yeah.
So local lenders, because they know the laws, they know the market in this
That
area.
makes sense.
Number two, local lenders often are plugged into programs that might not exist in other
Yeah,
places.
local programs that could.
Local down payment assistance programs.
Mhm.
There's some state down payment assistance programs that, for instance, they might exist here in Montgomery County or Berks County. They don't exist in New York, where this other lender's from.
Yeah.
So local, I would
Which
say,
could
is
save you a
better.
lot of money.
Correct.
Yeah.
The other thing about a local lender too is there's something to be said about if you don't understand the mortgage process, because it's complicated,
It's
right?
so complicated.
There's something to be said about setting up a meeting with a local lender, sitting down with that person face to face and have them explain it to you.
Yeah.
Can't do that if you're using the .com lender.
Yeah.
They're in some call center in Chicago someplace.
And even like local lenders that are not super local, but close in the area will actually come to you
Mhm.
if you want them to.
Yeah.
To sit down.
Local's the best way to go.
Absolutely.
And there's some local banks, and I always talk about this, especially with first-time home buyers. Meridian Bank, which is a bank that we work with a lot, the officer that we use from Meridian is Jerry Barr here in Boyertown. They have a great first-time home buyer program. It's awesome. You can't get it anywhere else. It's a Meridian product, right? Meridian's in Plymouth Meeting.
Right.
Tompkins Vist Bank, which has a branch right here in
Right.
Boyertown. They have a 99% financing program for first-time home buyers.
That's awesome.
If you qualify. So if you go to the .com lender, they're not plugged in with Tompkins, right? They're not plugged in with the 97% financing program that Meridian has, right? Through Meridian, you can get the $5,000 first front door grant. You have to get it through an approved lender. Meridian's an approved lender. So that's why you want to go with a local lender. Some reasons.
Yeah. And the .com lender could hurt your credit score too.
That's true, because they
could shop it out to
correct
a bunch of different lenders.
Yeah, so you're going on the .com lender.
Yeah.
You're putting your information in there. They're putting your name out on a wire, and
Oh.
5, 6, 7 banks could pull your credit.
Yeah.
Each one of those pulls is a hard pull. I have seen people's credit score drop below a level where they're going to get an approval because they shopped their credit out.
Which
too
I
much.
imagine a lot of people do .com because
They
that's what
think it's
everybody
easy.
does
Because it's
now.
internet, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
it's
it's
internet
right there in
based.
front of you.
Right.
It could hurt you.
Yeah.
Mm.
It could really.
That's the first
really
thing I
hurt
tell
you.
my clients, and I'm sure you do as well.
I do too.
I'm like, don't do the
Don't touch the computer.
Right.
The other part of it too is even if you're going to use a local lender and you're not sure about which one you want to do, there's nothing stopping you from shopping the rates first.
Absolutely.
Shopping the programs first. The lenders are legally required to tell you what their programs are up front.
And what I also tell my clients, and you probably do too, tell them not to pull your credit yet because you haven't
Correct.
decided.
I'm just asking some questions.
Yep.
I'm shopping around.
Mhm.
Once you pick the program that you think is going to work best for you, then have them pull your credit and
Right.
get the formal pre-qualification.
Would you want somebody to reach out to you after they have talked to the lender?
I
Or-
want them to talk to me before
Okay,
they
I was
reach
gonna say, or do you want them to talk to you so you could say, "Hey, you need to reach out to this person"?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, either that. Or,
that's how
or
I
just
do.
to give them advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the whole
The
process.
first time we bought our house, we went to the mortgage person first because that's what we thought we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Hated our mortgage person.
Yeah.
Hated our realtor. But I mean, first time home buyers, we just wanted the house.
Right.
We don't get any kickbacks from our lenders or that we
we don't have like
that
an
we-
in-house lender who
Yeah, yeah.
pays a rent.
So
to
there's no
us.
kickbacks or anything. So we might recommend lenders to you, but like I always tell all my clients, I'm like, if you're happy with the bank that you
Yeah.
work with,
Yeah, bank with.
yeah, bank with, go to them first, see what they can do for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
so anyway,
I prefer it if my buyer clients come to me first.
Yeah.
I don't mind sitting down and talking with somebody who's not pre-qualified because then I can give them some advice.
Right.
Also, over the course of time, hundreds of transactions between Jeff and I, thousands of transactions in Glocker overall. We know which loan officers have the best track record for getting the mortgage closed, because you're relying on that person to do what needs to get done to get you to the settlement table. It's just like anything else. Some mortgage officers are better than others. We know which ones, like Jerry Barr, for instance. If Jerry tells you you can get this house, if you listen to what Jerry tells you, you will get a house.
Right.
Never had Jerry say,
lie to you.
Correct. Correct. Right.
So great question from Lindsay Washington. She gets a $10 Wawa gift card. That's awesome.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. And thank you for all the questions. Maybe we'll get to the other ones next time. So that's our Ask the Realtor segment. Now we are going to go to
what's going down in Boyertown.
Do you have the?
I do. I just put it.
Oh, right. Sweet. So as we already kind of mentioned, Adriene, there's lots of love in the streets of Boyertown this weekend, and that's what I'm highlighting this weekend. That's what we're talking about. We're starting off Friday night with the Sweetheart Stroll.
I love when there's stuff going on in Boyertown.
And you know what? My blog, the event blog that we're discussing right now, proves that there's always something going on in Boyertown.
Somebody told me that I need to contact you to post my event on. I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, you should.
You should. You're lucky. I've been working on it today already.
I know.
Of course, it's already.
But I had to laugh at it. I was
Jeff,
like,
someone said that to you?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that's
told me
great.
to.
That's great.
Could I get another beer, buddy?
Mm-hmm. So the Sweetheart Stroll, like we mentioned, is a wine and chocolate walk.
Yes.
And that's sponsored by the BMBA. They're saying bring your friends. It doesn't have to be a significant other, but you can also bring your Valentine. It's a nice thing to do for Valentine's Day. You know, Monday, who's doing stuff on Monday anyway?
It's supposed to be crappy weather anyway.
It's gonna be beautiful Friday, Saturday.
Yep.
Is that what they're
beautiful
saying?
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 50 degrees.
Yeah.
All right. I got a new listing coming down, so hopefully we'll get some good showings on the weekend, right?
I think there's a blizzard out. You'll get lots of
Well,
showings.
that's true.
Right now, at least. So yeah, they're saying grab your friends, grab your Valentine, walk the streets of Boyertown. There's like you mentioned, there's over 18 businesses involved.
Yeah.
That are offering chocolate or wine or both, and I'm sure some are offering other things too, as like cheeses and stuff. And I'm sure there's specials going on.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
The tickets are only $15, which I think seems really cheap.
It's a lot of wine.
Yeah,
I mean, it's an ounce pour per whoever has a thing. That's
let's just say you get cheap wine at a restaurant, $5 a glass.
Yeah.
3 glasses of wine.
At $5, where are you getting a $5 glass of wine anymore?
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
Even a pint of beer is up to like $7.
That's
It's getting crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stay home.
So tickets are only $15. You can order in advance, or you can purchase at the night of if there's still tickets available. That's Friday, February 11th. This Friday from 5 to 8:30.
Yeah, I hear that there is a photo op thing. I don't know much about it. And
like a red carpet photo.
I don't know if there's a red carpet there, but there's a backdrop to get.
Yeah,
yeah. And there's
you could pretend you're on the red carpet.
Totally, wear a fancy gown. And something about a big card that needs to be signed.
Yeah, it's a sign the giant Valentine.
Yeah, I don't know who it's going to, but there's a sign the giant Valentine.
I will say, I hate to say this. I'm not trying to talk bad. I'm trying to improve. Okay.
So this is constructive criticism.
This is constructive criticism.
Okay.
BMBA has to improve their something. They have to improve something. Their information.
Okay.
Okay. Because I can go to Building a Better Boyertown and find out about, which we'll be talking about, the very loved Valentine Stroll through Boyertown, and find out all sorts of information.
Right.
I go to BMBA. They have this little bit of information says there's a shuttle bus, which is interesting, but I have no idea what that means. I mean, I do, but I don't. a live DJ where I don't
Where it's
know.
gonna be, yeah.
Photo station and sign the giant Valentine, which I also don't know.
I can probably answer your question or what your concern.
Okay, but first let me
Yeah.
get the point across, and
Sure.
then I'd love to hear the answers to the question. But so they have this, but that's in all the information. And then I even went to their website. Like I was just on Facebook. Okay, Facebook sometimes just has minimal
it's
information.
limited.
I went to the website.
It's the same.
I'm like, I'm going to get more information here. I want to know what the business is. I want to know which businesses I'm going to be going to too. I thought that would be interesting too.
Yeah.
There's no list of businesses, which I think, BMBA does a very good job at promoting businesses. That's what they want to do.
Yeah, right.
So there should be a list of businesses involved, I think.
Yeah.
And there should be, I think, a little more information about the event, and there's very minimal information.
I think the reason they don't include the name of the businesses is because they don't want people to do the walk themselves without buying the ticket. However, I think you're getting the lack of information because we're building a better Boyertown. They have 4 paid employees. That is completely volunteer.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Every single person there runs a business elsewhere. So, they do the best with what they have.
I wasn't trying to be hard
gotta
on them.
be
website
100
savvy
from one of those businesses,
yes,
right?
100% agree with you. They should have somebody.
I will tell you.
Remember last show, I tried to find the link.
Yeah,
I couldn't find it right away.
Right.
I couldn't find it in the compressed time that I have here to find
but
so
it.
you could quickly find it. It should be
easy. I couldn't quickly find it. Yeah. I did eventually get it, and I did put their link up, but it took me a little while. Yeah.
So I will, and with all that said, I will say
that's a fair criticism. You're not being mean. That's a fair criticism.
Yeah. There was an event that they were doing before, and I didn't have much information on it, and I called the number that was on the website. And I got a lady, and she was extremely nice, and she gave me all sorts of information. Yeah. So I mean, they did a nice job there. It's just, I wish they would just give a little more information.
I would agree.
So that's Friday night, and then Saturday we got Barry Loved, a Valentine's stroll through Boyertown, which is I talked to Jillian, which is the office manager at Building a Better Boyertown, about this a little bit. So she gave me a little more information as well. But so I asked her, I'm like, are we closing off the street? Is Philadelphia Avenue getting closed off? Is this that kind of event? And she's like, no, it's more like a First Fridays type event.
Yeah. Enjoy the town. You don't have to close it off.
Right. You don't have to, there's no need to. Nope. And it's very business based. Mm-hmm. All the businesses are going to be having specials and being part of this whole
experience.
Event. Yeah. So it's Saturday, February 12th, this Saturday from 1 to 5. There's to note a couple things. There's caricatures. My God, I couldn't say it all day. All day. It's not the beer. All day I could not say the word.
Caricature.
Yeah.
Just slow it down. Caricatures.
Silhouettes and a harpist at Studio B, which is the art gallery in Boyertown. There's tin type photos. It's that metal type looking photos.
She's from Philadelphia. I got to meet her when she came to tour Boyertown to check it out. She's so nice, and what she does is so cool.
Yeah, that's a really cool photo. You know what I'm talking about, Matt? Those tin type photos.
Yeah.
Metal looking photos.
Yeah. They're like the old school ones.
Yeah.
Those are pre-booked though, so they're already sold out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. She had to know in advance.
We got a person with information.
I know. I'm sorry.
She's plugged in.
No, don't be sorry.
Call me back anytime you need.
Yeah. Anyway, she's at Twin Turrets.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Makes a good background.
But so I guess that you can't do it.
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean, I don't know if she's gonna add people in if it goes quickly, but it was more like she didn't want to have a line. It's like a time constraint because it takes a little bit of time to do one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about this. Los Chios, the food truck, is at Rita's, and also there's an on the spot poems. There are people that are
a poet. There's poets.
Yeah, that they're not going to tell you. You tell them that you want a poem about something.
Yeah.
And they'll quickly type you up a poem and give it to you, and you can give it to your significant other or whatever you'd like.
Yep. Live
which
poets.
Is cool. I've never seen that anywhere. Have you, Matt?
What?
Someone typing up poems for you on the spot?
Kind of like a freestyle rapper,
just
getting on the microphone, just laying down a freestyle.
This person has a hat with a feather in it and stuff.
Ah, okay. Maybe they are also a good freestyler too.
Maybe.
Lay a
If you
track
can-
down,
if you
lay
can
a
roll it
drum
up-
They can have
track
those
down
walk
for
around
them.
town,
Just have
too.
them rap it.
You wouldn't want me to type the.
I'll rock the
I
mic
did,
for
if I
them.
did the poem, if I typed the poem, I'd be like this.
My job in Philadelphia when I worked for a florist, I had to use a typewriter. Like that was our like signature thing, is our cards were typewriters, and to learn that was like, it's
And they're using
ridiculous.
old school
We
typewriters.
still
from what I
had
hear.
Yeah,
When I was in high school, we still had typing. We still had
Yeah.
Yeah.
typewriters when I was in high school.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to
we
say.
had computer class and typewriters.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You had
Yeah,
computer
for
class
sure.
and typewriter. But you had typing. Typing
Yes,
was
was a
regular on a
class.
typewriter.
Yes.
It was those electronic
The
typewriters.
electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, the electric ones.
I had in my house, I had one of those like black metal heavy
Yeah, the
typewriters
manual
with
one.
the-
I had
with
with
the-
the ribbon.
with the ribbon going
I
through
had
Yeah.
one of those too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember like cranking out some papers on that. thing.
Oh, I never did that. I just went and tried to bang it as hard as I could to make it as dark as possible.
Yep.
So in the railroad parking lot, there's going to be Humpty Dumpty food truck, which
Humpty
Dumplings.
Dumplings.
Yes, thank you.
They were there, whatever their last event
At
was.
the,
they were there, and they were so good.
At the
It was an October.
with the winter one.
Yeah, coming out. Nope, sorry.
Nope.
Chilling on Maine. There we
Chilling on
go.
Maine. That's right. And I was there, and I had those Humpty dumplings.
They're really
too.
good.
They're really
good.
good.
I
They
made
were so
I
good.
had the shop open, so I made my husband go get them, and he got like a bunch of each, and I was like, "Can you go get more?
Yeah.
This is so good."
So that food truck's going to be there. They're going to have a bar there.
Mhm.
Lots of mixers,
Yeah.
Valentine's mixers. And there's Justin and Glenn, who's some musicians, are going to be playing in the parking lot as well. So there's some action in the railroad parking lot, as well as they're doing their Valentine rides as well.
Gotcha.
Yep. There's be like I mentioned before, there's specials throughout the whole town, through all the businesses. So stop in at all the businesses. They're, I'm sure they're having special prices and probably offering some stuff.
You could
I know
do a
there's
whole night. Like you could go, you
Yeah.
could shop, you
Mhm.
could get dinner.
Yep.
I wonder, is the State Theater going to
the
be
State
open?
Theater is doing a buy one get one free at the State
Okay.
Theater.
Do we know what
There's a
movies?
couple
Did they
things.
say what movies?
Scream, which is a perfect. it's a perfect date movie
Is it?
because when the
Yeah,
girl
when
gets
the girl
scared,
gets scared,
she's
she'll
gonna
grab
hold on
onto
to
you.
somebody, and you're the guy right next
I
to
was
her.
waiting for like a rom com.
No.
Okay, whatever.
I saw the newest Clint Eastwood movie there, the Cry Macho.
How was it?
It was good. I
Good.
liked it. Yeah, it was really good.
I saw the
So-
Ghostbusters there, the newest Ghostbusters.
Did you?
There.
I haven't seen that one yet.
It was good.
Okay. My point is, it seems to me that if somebody participated in this program, this event,
Yeah.
this experience,
Yes.
they could cover the
The
entire
whole
night
absolutely.
entertainment.
It's a
Yeah,
whole
absolutely.
day of stuff.
Yeah.
Do you
And then you could go on through the night, like you said. You have dinner
Yeah.
afterwards, and then go to the movies.
yeah, this event ends at 5, so you can go right
Yeah.
on to the grind or the other farm or
Durangos, whatever.
Durangos.
Mama
Yeah.
Maria's, whatever.
Does do you have on your list there the car museum?
I do.
Okay,
Okay.
just checking. That's my favorite part, and I'm really sad that I'm missing it.
And we like the car museum.
I love the car
we've had
museum.
the ladies from the car museum
ladies are
on
the
twice.
best.
They're my
and,
favorite.
They are.
and they
I mean,
do a good
not
job.
above you, Adrian,
Of
but the
course,
best
of course.
besides you
Yeah.
is what I'm trying to say.
They're the best at what they do,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
which is
That's
historic
a
vehicles.
very political way of saying it.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's one of my favorite places to go when my daughter and I have nothing to do. We head to the car museum.
No,
I
but those
love it there.
those ladies are so into it.
Yeah.
I
they
love
are.
it. I
Yeah.
love that there's that into
Mhm.
what they do.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's great. And
Yeah.
you are as you are as well as Matt
You don't
and I
have
are
to. Yeah,
too.
yeah,
But you are though. But you are. You're obviously into it, which I love. This is what I like. I like seeing people that are into things, that really love what they're doing. Also, they're gonna have songograms.
A what?
Songograms.
Songogram.
Yeah. So you have people come
They'll
and
sing song.
sing songs.
No.
think
This is
about
probably
something.
related
Like,
to
I
the
love
poet guy.
you.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I think it's a separate thing. But,
Okay.
Tunnel of Love.
Somehow I feel like those two people should be working together.
the
The
tunnel.
poem people and the songogram should be working together in harmony, right?
Like they could sing the poem.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea, Matt. See, we're coming up with more of them.
You're hired.
Tunnel of Love.
I got a sneak peek at that tonight.
Okay, good because I want to know. Can you tell me anything about it?
I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Oh, really?
I'll show you a picture later.
Okay. All right. It's a secret. You have to go to the event
You
to
have
see
to.
it.
You have to go to check it out.
And you can buy flowers there. There's going to be a florist
Yep.
there and everything.
Yep.
So it's going to be a great day for you couples, or even if you're not a
if
couple.
you don't have
you go
anything to
fun.
do, anything planned for Valentine's Day, like this is like, oh,
And it's one of
you can make it seem
or-
like you've had this plan the whole time. Like, yeah, we're gonna go out to this the whole time. Like, look at this.
Yeah, it's 1 to 5, so it doesn't even if you do have plans on like Saturday night or something like that,
Yeah.
doesn't affect it.
No.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. Colebrookdale Railroad are having their Valentine's excursions this weekend, Friday through Monday, including Monday. They're doing a 6 p.m. excursion, Valentine's dinner and excursion. And the dinner is the option, so you can either choose to have the dinner or not. And then Saturday at 1 p.m. they're doing the same thing but with the lunch option. Boyertown Museum of Historic Vehicles.
Mhm.
They're doing You Auto Be My Valentine.
It's just so clever.
Nice.
Yeah, that's Saturday 9:30 to 4. And what they're doing is they're going to let you snap a picture of yourself and your date or your friends or whoever in a 1952 Henry J. Massano. Do you know what kind of vehicle that is?
I believe it's. I don't. If you're familiar with the museum, there's a white car there towards the diner. It has like white wall tires and stuff. I think that's that. It's that car. It is a hot car.
Yeah, and they said
it's so good.
So what I'm reading here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the professional, is that it's a once made vehicle. So it was one
Oh, a one-off.
off.
Just one.
So you're not going to get this picture anywhere else.
Gotcha.
Did our camera go
The
off?
camera might have died, folks, but you're going to hear us. So,
We're almost done here.
We are
We're
almost
wrapping
done.
things up.
so that's exactly what happened. I'm going to put an overlay on to entertain anybody who's still watching.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
So the you can get a picture taken. You can take your own picture. You can take a selfie. There's going to be people helping you. You're going to be able to do it up, and that's a nice special thing because usually, in the museum you can go next to the
You can't touch
vehicles, but you
anything.
can't touch them.
Yeah.
This one you can get in,
Yeah.
which is
Nice.
that's
very
really special
exciting.
because they're letting you in a one-off vehicle.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised that you knew that term. Matt, you know a lot of stuff sometimes. So that's what you got going on in Boyertown. I just want to mention this. On my blog, it's an event blog, which we had. It's what's going down in Boyertown. It's jeffknowsboyertown.com. This week, there's over 50 events
Oh my
in and around
gosh.
Boyertown.
Yeah.
And I'm not going that far outside of Boyertown.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's over 50 events going
I don't
on.
remember there ever being this many events around Valentine's Day.
So yeah, and they're not even really all Valentine's
Yeah.
events. They're just
And
They're just-
and what I keep telling people too is there are priced from free up
For
to
sure free, yeah.
however much you want to spend.
Yep.
So even if you're feeling like, the pandemic has kind of hit my wallet a little hard, I don't want to deal with this inflation.
Right.
You can entertain yourself at some of these events for no money,
like
free.
the Boyertown event.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
Come
All
walk
you have to
around.
do is
Doesn't
just
cost
walk
you
around.
anything.
Doesn't
Yeah.
cost you anything to walk
Nothing.
around.
Nothing.
And you might see somebody who will buy you a beer at the Rangus.
And if you're from Boyertown,
You're
guaranteed you're seeing
guaranteed to
somebody.
see somebody. Right.
So yeah, that's what's going down in Boyertown. Check out the event blog. What's going down in Boyertown every week at jeffknowsboyertown.com.
I am Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate. You can find me on social media using all of just type that in. Matt Green Glocker, Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate. I also have a show that covers Pottstown called Porchcast Pottstown.
And what do you got going on this Thursday?
We're going to be talking about more Black History Month history.
Okay.
We're keeping that very local. So we are highlighting Black and African American history right here in our own communities.
That's interesting.
And
Love
we
that.
also have a whole list of news and events for Pottstown.
Awesome.
So if 50 events in Boyertown isn't enough for you, we're going to give you a whole bunch of things to do in Pottstown as
Nice.
well.
Nice.
So that's tomorrow.
And some of those might be overlapping.
Yeah, some of you will find that there's overlap between what we talk about on Porchcast Pottstown and what Jeff talks about on Jeff Knows Boyertown.
Because of great events are great events.
And we want to join these two great communities together as much as possible.
Absolutely.
We're neighbors and we should act neighborly to each other.
100%.
Right. Our guest today has been Adriene from Stellar House Gift Shop. Now, I will say this, you cannot see us, but I have another video to play for an outro.
Nice.
So, folks, we've done the outro. I'm going to turn on the video. Watch the video. It may mute our mics. I'm not sure, but there will be something to watch on the screen. Now, anybody that's on the mic while the outro is playing, don't say anything
Shut up.
that you don't want your mom to hear. All right. Thanks for tuning in to the cast at Glocker. We are on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock on Glocker Realty and Insurance, both Facebook and YouTube. Now, let's see if I can find this video. Here it goes.
I think right now. This is either 41 or 42 right now. Our 50th show is coming up, and I said, you know what?